Sunday the 26th of January, two of South London's best teams go head-to-head in the Surrey Cup. Lambeth Allstars, Portland. The boots are off. Your Fresh TV Sports. Evening, gentlemen.
Evening.
Yes, brother.
How are we this evening?
Yeah, we're good. We're here. We're ready.
So I think there's no point of beating around the bush. We know we're here.
Yeah.
Big game, big players. We're going to find out what the outcome's going to be on Sunday the 26th. But I want to get both of your thoughts before the game. And we'll talk about how it might pan out, what we think key clashes will be and things like that. And Ryan, I'm going to start with you. A lot of hype on social media coming into this game.
Yeah.
A few people think Portland are underdogs. Would you agree?
I wouldn't really say we're underdogs. I just feel like Lambeth have made noise, and rightly so. People back them. They've got a strong squad, and they're playing with a purpose, innit? And I think the most dangerous teams to play are teams with a purpose. I think obviously, they got good players, but they're playing for a reason, innit? To show where they've come from and where they're trying to get to, and that be positive role models. However, that can also be a downfall.
Do you think that people are writing you off too early?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah?
100%.
What would you say to the doubters?
Come to the game.
Come to the game.
Come to the game.
Jimbo. Jimbo. Game ready always.
I'm ready.
What are your thoughts on the game, bro? What's your thoughts about Portland? Obviously, Lambeth, they come with a big reputation and they're fulfilling their reputation, rightly so. We've been to a few games. Definitely one of the best sides we've seen in the Sunday League. Do you think the pressure's on you guys more than them?
Pressure makes diamonds, innit? So we handle pressure very well. We saw that against the Dons, but it's just like we played Portland in pre-season, and I can't see them beating us, to be honest with you.
Do you play?
Yeah, I did play.
Oh.
Did you?
Yeah, you know I played.
Yeah, no, to be fair, I did. Yeah, it's going to be a good game, innit? Like, Portland are good. Like, I know a couple of their boys down there as well, so, yeah, man.
Do you know what, right? Do you feel, so if you look at the games you played this year,
Yeah.
with the players you used,
Yeah.
so in your head you know your best Portland team.
Yeah.
Does your best Portland team
Yeah.
beat Lambeth's best Lambeth side?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah.
You said that with a lot of conviction.
100%.
Yeah?
100%.
And you believe that with your
100%.
chest.
100%.
How do you beat them?
How do we beat them?
How? I want to know how. I want to know a breakdown of the game, and I'm going to ask Jimbo the same thing. Yeah, when you look at that Lambeth side,
Yeah.
you look at, when I'm a coach, when I look at teams, I think, okay, I know where weak links are,
Yeah.
and I'm going to exploit that weak link.
Yeah.
Tell me how you win the game.
I think we get out of their defence.
Cool.
You know what it is? With that game, it's going to be a very technical game. Like, both teams got good technical players.
Mm-hmm.
However, in any Sunday League team, there's always a weak link. And I wouldn't even say we've got the best back four, but I definitely don't think they have the best back four. And I feel like if we play our strongest 11 and our strikers turn up, they give their back four a torrid time. But they probably say the same thing about us.
Okay. Jimbo, what's your thoughts on what he just said?
Boy, I don't even know how much goals we conceded, but I don't think it's much this season. Like, my defence, I'm very confident in my defence. Like, we got like quality back there. When we get the ball, we play. So we got defensive qualities as winning headers, and when the ball's when it's on the ground, we play as well. So I can't really see much teams giving us any sort of danger back there. Like, we're very composed.
Where's the game? Is it at your gaff? Was it at your gaff?
I think it's their bit.
Could be anywhere, bro.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter where it is.
Doesn't matter.
So do you strongly believe it doesn't matter? It could be on concrete. Yeah, you win.
It could be anywhere. We're gonna win. Like,
it could be FIFA. It could be on the grass. It could be on Astro 2G, 3G, 4G. Concrete, you win.
could be the old school sandpit. We'll win anywhere.
Nah.
I can't see. I don't. To be honest with you, like, Wright is Portland's best player. Without him, there's nothing going on. I don't see no one else stepping up.
What's your thoughts on that? Because I know you believe in your side now.
Yeah.
Us as a neutral,
Yeah.
I think we've covered you two more than anyone this year.
I think you have, actually.
So we have our thoughts, but it's not about your first today. It's about Lambeth, Jimbo, and Portland, right? Do you, when you look at, you play central midfield, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're going to be playing against
Cats.
Cads back. Hold tight, Cads in the back. Right. So when you look at that and you think,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna play against Cats.
Yeah.
Do you get the better of Cats?
To be fair, I think like obviously where I'll be playing directly against Cads.
Don't
And-
sit on the fence.
No, 100%. But
Don't do it.
no, I'm not sitting on
I
no
believe
fence.
in you, bro.
I honestly believe like 1-on-1, I got him, but he's a very good player, and he showed it in pre-season. Like
I like the way
and
you've done it. What you've done, you brought it up here, then you added
But
some
you know-
water to walk
No,
it
but you know
down.
what? Do you know what Cads is? Cads is. I wouldn't really say he's like the most nitty gritty, but he knows when to foul, and he done it in pre-season. Like there was one time, bro. There was one time in pre-season, man's driven past him, and man just clipped me, and he said I had to do it. Like, he said I had to do it. I said done though.
Okay.
Like
cool.
it's one of them ones where you can't even be angry. But
Do you know what? Yeah, I think when you do look at the size, now what I'm going to say from the neutral is that when you just said is when you look at back fours and defenses, people play at high levels. They've got people that have played at the highest level
Yeah,
in terms of
100%.
on the international stage as well. So when you look at it, it's crazy to think when you say if we get their defense, we think their defense is probably their weak link, and they've got ex-pros and ex-internationals. That's a statement.
no, 100%. I feel even their keeper. Not saying he's not good. Don't think he's the tallest. So stuff like that you got to like take into account. Like
How tall is he?
probably not high, innit?
How tall are you?
On a good day, 6 foot.
On a good day, 6 foot.
On a good day, 6. No, but it's just little things, and you just got to find little margins, especially against good teams. You got to find little margins. Other teams, you can break them down and be like, yeah, we can just get right back.
Do
Left
you know
back.
what? Right, and as well as I said, when you look at this game, the pressure probably is on Lambeth. But when you look, I think people are expecting a Lambeth win.
Yeah.
But you have the skeptical people who think, you know what? I think Portland can.
There's
do
some
it.
people that just say don't write us off.
I don't think in a game of football, I don't think you can write it off anyone.
Yeah.
I think when I saw Portland playing against Kenilworth, it surprised me. I was like, okay, this team can play, because obviously you can't really take in like from pre-season. You can't judge a team.
Yeah.
Oh, of
But
course.
when I saw them playing against Kenilworth, I was like, right, like this team actually can joke. This team's good. Like it's gonna be a challenge. But I just think like the belief system we've got in our team, like it's just second to none.
Do you know what? You both of you are very confident. I'm gonna ask you a question. Season's done, yeah, finished. Windsor calls you, says right.
Calls me?
Calls you,
Calls me.
and says right. I want you to come over to Lambeth.
Yeah.
What'd you tell him?
Call you back.
Call you back. Right. So a couple of days go past and you call him back.
Yeah.
He says right. You're gonna come in and you're gonna play.
No, I stay at Portland, and you know the reason I stay at Portland?
Go on.
It's not because Lambeth aren't a good team, because we know they're a good team, but I feel like with Portland it's more than just football, innit? I feel like it's more family, and I feel like the stuff that they've done for me in terms of outside ball and like team nights out and stuff. I'm not saying Lambeth don't do it, but for me, like when you make that kind of like bond with someone, it's hard to just go to another person and not expect the same but get the same. And it's remember, it's more than football, innit?
Of course, and
It's
that's
more
why I
than
want to come
football.
to you
It's
now,
more than
Jimbo,
football.
because when we come, I suppose you guys can say the same thing at Lambeth. You lot are a family, you lot are brothers.
Yeah, like I grew up with Windsor, innit? Like Windsor's like my older from back in the day. So like from when I first ever stepped on the road, Windsor was like, right, you know, I know your dad, I know you know your mum. So he's been looking after me from young. So yeah, man, like Windsor's just, he's a top man. He's just driving that belief in us, and it's the connection there is just too real.
Do you think that both clubs, so you look at Lambeth and Portland, do you think you have different goals? So when I say that, right, and I say, right, you know what league you're in, you're in the ODBSFL, arguably one of the best Sunday leagues about at the minute, yeah?
Yeah, 100.
So you know how much competition you have there. You know how hard it is to win leagues, how hard it is to win cups. And you guys are in the Met. Now I'll say it on you lot are the best team in the Met. The Brixton manager might have something to say about that, because he says something about everything.
Brixton?
Is it Kaz? AFC Brixton?
What, the ones that got
Kaz.
thumped up by SC Dons this season?
Okay, but he was
That one.
definitely saying something.
That one.
Yeah, because he told me and Viv a little 1-2 things about.
Nah, man.
But we weren't going there. He said that no, people left Caribbean, let down Caribbean. That's how Lambeth started. Kaz is looking at me in the back like, yo, is this how he's talking? But do you know what I'm trying to get at is, do you feel your purpose is different in terms of your purpose as Lambeth is to win trophies, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you feel they have the same purpose?
I don't even know what their purpose is, but I feel like with Windsor, I feel like with his career, a lot of people have doubted him. So he's coming to show people that, right, cool, this is my team. I'm coming through. I'm coming to dominate, and we're all with him. Do you get what I'm saying? So I feel like, yeah, our drive is just different. Like obviously we're not in the best league right now, but our aim is to get into the best league and show people that we actually are the best team about.
Cool. So, but when at the start of the year, your objectives was to win everything, right? Every competition you're in, you want to win.
100%.
Do you think it's the same ethos at Portland?
I'll be honest, and Dan said it to us. He said he wants to win the Surrey Cup. he wants to go as far as he can in the nationals, and if we can win the league, win the league.
Do you know what I think the hardest thing is, right? I
Yeah.
think there's a different. I think you lot do want to win things.
Yeah.
But I don't think people believe you
Yeah.
can, and I think that's the hardest thing because I think Portland are a very underrated side.
Yeah.
They have very, very good players. And what I would say is don't sleep on Portland. But I think you guys come with that bit of swagger. Not saying you
Yeah.
don't. You guys win anyway. You
Yeah,
can
we
win
won
shit.
ugly,
You can
yeah.
win properly. And the biggest thing for me is that Kenilworth game. You lot dominated Kenilworth,
Didn't win.
but didn't win.
Yeah.
And results win you games.
Yeah.
But I can see in your face you mean business. and
No,
you genuinely-
100%.
So this game, what's the score going to be? If you've got a scoreline in your head and it's hard, but I want you to give me a
3-2.
prediction.
3-2.
3-2. There's going to be goals.
I don't think they can score 2 goals against us still.
Score
so-
3. I said 3.
Well, 3 goals.
Okay, three.
Sorry.
And do you know what I want? See you two is that I'm talking to both of you, yeah?
Yeah.
I want you two to have a conversation because before this game, I know you come with a lot
Yeah.
and you come with a lot. And we spoke about a lot. So I want you, right,
There you go.
to tell him how the game's going to go.
Oh, we'll win the game. 100%.
Look, don't tell me.
No,
tell
we
him.
100% we win the game. It's going to be a good game, but we win the game. And I feel like I said earlier, your purpose can also be a weakness in terms of you're out here and you've got that purpose, and then I feel like you lot play every game with emotion, and I feel like you can't come into this game with emotion because like we've been there and we've done it from last season, and I think we know how to break down the emotion side from the result side. And obviously there's games where we haven't won this season, but I feel like with you lot, you lot got the cameras, you lot got the purpose, you lot got the players, but sometimes that does get the better of you. You've seen it on Sunday, like obviously they got through, but now they're missing one of their best players, if not their best player, because of emotion.
But to be honest with you, Lambeth don't get breaking down, like full stop. We lost 1 game this season. Obviously not excuses, we lost in it, but we don't get breaking down. Like we're soldiers, we're ready. Like we've been through more than just the 90 minutes of playing ball, do you get it? So we're on it, man. I don't think honestly, I don't think they'll even score. How about that? I don't think they're gonna score. Like,
Do you know what it is though? I feel like the game that they lost this season, like I remember sitting in the clubhouse in the same area as them lot in Luton, being like, "Raw."
I think the words that were actually said, man can't go to Luton and lose.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh.
I said that as well. There was no way I was waking up at that time in the morning and losing in Luton. But I feel like I said, you lot probably went into that game thinking, oh yeah, this team can't beat us. They're from Luton. And bro, you went with a speaker, you come with a microphone, put videos out before the game started and lost. And for me, like that's not it.
yeah,
That ain't it.
To be fair, like we beat SE Dons 3-0 the game
cleaned
before.
them, yeah.
So it's our first Then our shout straps here, like as our first little travel, our first little week. I don't like this is my first year in Sunday League ball, so I don't even know what nationals is. Do you get it? But I'm all injured. Cads is a ban. Like we changed our keeper, all of these things, but no excuses. We lost in it, but yeah, man, it goes like it's football, innit? You lose games, you win game, innit? But we've won way more games this season than lost 100. We lost 1 game, so stacks don't lie.
Give me a score prediction.
2-0.
2-0.
Yeah, we may not have Hamilton in the middle, but we got Cads back. We got Mike Hill. You can see what he can clearly do. And yeah, man, we've got Az on the wing. Our team is just it's ridiculous. It's a Man City, literally.
I feel like though, without Hamilton,
Mm-hmm.
there's like extra responsibility on Cads, extra responsibility on Mike. Not saying that they can't rise up to it, but then you're talking about whoever does come in to fill that job, they've got to come and do Hamilton's role. And not necessarily do Hamilton's role, but be as effective as Hamilton.
Do you think they got more strength and depth than you? Do you think they have more quality?
Player for player, no team in Sunday League can talk to Lambeth. That's a fact.
When you talk about strength and depth, are we talking about...
I'm talking, and I'm going to use for example, and why I'm going to use it as examples because you're Lambeth and you're Portland. So we said Hamilton's bad.
Yeah.
Ban. So you got Wiggs, you got Mikes. Hamilton's come out and Cads has come in. So you've said already how good of a player he is.
Yeah.
Now Cads poses a completely different problem to what Hamilton
Yeah,
will.
100%.
So, but Wiggs can be physical. He can be nitty gritty. Who would your 3 be in there with you?
If I could play...
Is that an unfair question to ask you? I don't want you to put your teammates.
Yeah. Like if we're talking about the players that haven't been banned from their Saturday League managers, if we put them in there and we play midfield 3,
your midfield 3 is better than their midfield 3.
the game. If we have our strongest midfield 3, the game's won in midfield.
And your midfield 3 is
100%.
stronger than theirs. It's stronger than theirs. If you have your strongest
Yes.
midfield three,
I've said it.
it's
I've
yeah.
said
you
it.
s-
I've said it. I've said it. I've said it.
I'll be totally
I've
honest
said
with
it.
you.
I've said it.
Yeah?
I've said it.
The only player in Portland that could play for us is Rye. There's no one else in Portland's team that can play for us. No one. No, there's no other team. There's no other player.
Do you know there's a big difference? Does he play or does he start?
Who?
Right.
I start, bro.
Do you start?
I start.
Whose place do you take?
Someone's, but I start. Bro. I
Who's?
start. I don't, bro. I'm not coming to play on the bench, bro.
You're not coming
If
to-
Winger called me and I said, yeah, I'm on it, but I'm not coming to be on the bench.
As
I
we
know I'm
do-
not coming on the big time flex, but I'm coming and I'm playing. Like, you don't make a move not to play.
Wait. Quick question. How old are you?
22.
Ross Clark. When I first saw you, I thought you was like 42. Here we go.
Here we go.
What do you
Nah,
say?
bro. I don't, like,
Because listen, there's a couple comments before. Tell
that's
him.
what I'm saying.
Tell
Like,
him what you think.
for me personally, I just want to make sure you're playing. You fit.
Yeah. Boy, I'm fit, man.
I just want to make sure you're playing because obviously, you know me. I'm doing the supporting thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, I watched your video against Cortez. I was expecting to see you, but I didn't see you on the pitch.
Wait, Cortez, when was that game again?
I think your first league game.
Yeah, I've been injured, bro.
Yeah.
Like, even that game, I had to, come on, man, give other people a little run. Like, get me? Like,
But are you
know,
gonna play against
like,
us?
I'm number one right back for Lambeth
And
Allstars.
do you stop our left mid?
Of course.
Who's your
I
left midfielder?
locked down
So
mid.
if you play Anis out there, does he stop him? And I'm asking you the
Who's
question.
that? The Asian brother.
Does he stop him?
Asian.
That, what? The
Somalian,
Asian brother.
Somalian.
Somalian brother.
Do you stop?
Shout out my Somalians, but bro,
Right.
Ask you,
I'm
bro.
asking you the question.
You
Does,
can ask me. You can ask me whatever. I can give you the most honest opinion.
Go on.
Because we're a neutral platform.
does Jimbo stop Anis? Be honest.
I think Anis is played at a level higher than Jimbo. I think Anis has the ability to give Jimbo a torrid time.
Yeah.
listen,
I do think that.
I don't care where man's played, bro. No one can give me a horrid time. I had one horrid 20 minutes of this whole season.
Who was that against?
Enlo. There was a little white youth on the wing.
Oh, hey, was that when you was you 2-0 down? Or 3-0
it
or
was
3-1 down?
3-1 down, yeah.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, the white youth gave me a problem. Winger looked at me in my eyes and said, fucking fix up. You're better than this. And I was like, bro, I ain't even been in this position before, boy. I didn't know what to do. I just started talking to my God. I said, listen, Allah. I said, Allah, help me. I said, I even got to a point where I was like, raw. Like, the weak side of me was like, raw. I just want this winger to go to the other side. And then I was talking to myself, no, fuck that, I'm gonna lock him. The second half, locked him. I said, after that game, it woke me up. I said, you know what? When I started going home, I started to watch all the right backs, the best right backs in the world. I started researching. I started saying, you know what? I'm gonna be the best right back. Because before, like when I was younger, I used to play centre midfield. You get me? I ain't played football for like 8 years. Do you get what I'm saying? So when I've come back now, I haven't got the legs to do centre
I was
midfield.
gonna say, did you find it hard to come back? Was it hard for you?
Yeah, like-
especially when you look at that Lambeth side, it's a joke.
Yeah,
Like, on
like-
paper, bro, it is scary.
Like honestly, for me, like number one, people don't really know me unless you know me from back in the day when I was a little and I was kicking ball, whatever. You know me from football, but as I've grown up, people don't know me as a footballer. People don't know I can kick ball. So every time I play ball, I'm going out to show, right, I'm sick. I can play ball. I got a point to prove. Do you get? And where man knows man's team's so sick, I know if I don't play good I don't play good consistently, I'm out of the team. So that's why from pre-season I had my first game in like 8 years against what's that shit club called again? Vista. and after that I was just like mad rusty and I was like, whoa, like I was out of breath, everything, yeah. I was thinking, no, this is mad. And it took me about 3 games. Then after that I started to clock on that, cool, I can make my runs, I can do this, I can do that. And I decided to do research. I'll take this shit serious, bro. I'm not going out there on camera and making man rip me. I was, bro, no way. I don't care. Somalian, call him. Next week, I'm on it.
So what if who will play the other side for you? Would it be Athan? Would it be Bobby? Who would you play there?
I'll probably play Bobby there.
You play Bobby there.
Yeah, I'll probably play Bobby.
So that means
Yeah.
that you'll play Athan at fullback.
Yeah.
To stop who?
If he
Aaron?
plays, where does Aaron play, left or right? Or
Who's
both?
who's future?
No, Aaron, Watson.
No,
Not Aaron.
Aaron
So
Watson.
their fullback is Annie.
No, their kid future.
Oh no, he ain't been back for a while.
Oh,
so,
swear down.
yeah.
Okay.
But no, I'll
He's been
probably
about
play.
on the Saturday.
Yeah, I'll probably play Athan at fullback, not just to stop Aaron Watson, but I feel like against Coxey,
He done well.
yeah, he done well.
He done well.
And
against-
I think Athan's got that typical young South London mentality of like, no one's getting past me, and like,
Do you know what the one thing I'll say? I think a lot of people said that about Aaron Watson. You ain't getting past when he does some juice
yeah,
on the pitch.
nah, he's sharp. He's
But
very sharp.
one thing I would say about Athan, he's one of the best fullbacks in the ODBSFL. I'm going to say it out there now. Other than Malachi's a very good fullback. But Athan, as you said, he kept Cotsy quiet.
Yeah.
But that's a big ask against Aaron Watson.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm saying. Like Lambeth's team is a joke, and like we know this, but I don't fear them. Like we're not nervous.
If you're number one,
yeah,
centre forward doesn't play.
Yeah.
Who plays there?
Boy.
Scrambling.
No, they'll find out on Sunday.
Oh,
I know what they're on. They're on the call-ups.
No. It's not even a call-up thing because he played last week.
Okay.
So he's been there. Like,
all right, cool.
He's been something.
So the tweet Windsor put out there isn't gonna come true.
No call-ups. Because for me, like we're not about that. Like we're not just gonna call man up for one game.
Do you think if you did do that, right? We spoke about this earlier. If you did do the call-up thing, could potentially jeopardize your whole league in terms of, say, hypothetically, if you bring in 6 players that weren't going to play the week after, because the week after you got Dons, right? You got SC Dons.
Yeah, so we got.
So you got FA Cup,
Lambeth, then Dons. Yeah.
Is that a season-defining set of fixtures? So if you win on Sunday, and I believe you will, and I think these guys will back you lot to win on Sunday. I think everyone in the South wants you to win.
Yeah.
And
that's what I do feel like. I feel like the love for us to
one
win.
minute.
One thing I'd say about football is that if it's South together, everyone sticks together. And that's big. And the same way that I hope the whole of South comes out for you, that's fine.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because we were outnumbered last Sunday.
Yeah. But the maddest thing is, like, I'm not even playing on Sunday, and I still feel like...
You're not playing Sunday?
No.
Saying resting big players.
Huh? No.
Wait, you're not playing Sunday?
I'm not playing Sunday. But I still feel like my team are going to go and get the job done.
So without you, they're still going to go and get the job done?
100%.
Who's going to play instead of you in there?
Probably JB.
JB. Who's JB?
J Burke.
Oh, Burke, he's not going to play as a 9?
No, I don't. Like, I would play him as a 9.
Yeah.
But I feel like the way we play...
It will benefit him, in a 10?
In a 10.
Okay.
I would play him as a 9 just because I've grown up.
So do you know what I'm going to do? We're going to sit in now. We're going to go through both teams, right? So Lambeth's keeper, Portland's keeper. So your keeper's name is what?
Kane.
And your keeper's name is?
Sam Freeman.
Who's the better keeper?
I don't know Kane.
Bruv, I'll tell you what about Sam, bruv. He just chats off. He's getting packed in like his car, bruv. Yeah.
I don't know Kane. I don't know him. But I've only, like, from the videos I've seen, like, he looks small. But Sam's not the tallest either. But I'm obviously going to pick Sam because I don't know Kane, innit?
Why is Sam a better keeper? Not because you don't know him. When you watch him, why is Sam the better keeper?
Just in terms of, for me, experience. He's been there, done it. I don't know what Kane's done. And, like, Sam may chat shit. And I back you. Sam does chat shit. But sometimes chatting shit is not even a bad thing. Because you're there. And man know you're there. As a back four, you know your keeper's there. He's chatting shit. He's just a presence, innit? So sometimes I take that. Obviously, I don't like a quiet keeper. Obviously, Sam does make a mistake, but sometimes he does pull a worldie off, innit?
Well, Kane, and for you, obviously, Kane's the better keeper.
I'll tell you what, you see Kane, yeah? He's got the most pressure. Like, see if he lets a goal in, Cads is onto him. Everyone's onto him. So he is not trying to let in no goals because man will just grill him. Like.
Yeah, but then imagine that playing as a keeper and you know man can't make a mistake.
Yeah, that's what it's about. You
can't
make
but
a
like,
mistake.
Obviously you can't make a mistake, but man's walking onto the pitch every week nervous.
Nah, not nervous. Confident, bro.
Sure.
He's confident, bro.
Walk out confidence.
Yeah, he's 5 foot. Was he 5'7"? He's calm, man. That man there.
Put one in the stance, you ain't getting there.
Put one in the stance,
you ain't getting there.
Nah, you just hit crossbars, you.
You not seen my goal in the rap game.
Okay.
You've never seen the goal in the rap game. Clearly.
All right, cool. So what we're gonna do? We'll go full backs.
Yeah.
Right back. Who's your right back? You know, we start at left back. Athan, yeah.
What are we picking our strongest left backs?
Yeah, I'm just gonna compare players.
I'm gonna go. No, if we're picking our strongest, I'm gonna go Hanif over everyone.
Oh, Hanif left back.
Yeah, over everyone.
Cool. Hanif.
I don't know
who's your left back.
Banya.
I don't know who that is. Is he good? All I know is
let's compare.
All I know is Lambeth got one brother called Peanut that everyone keeps telling me about.
Okay,
that's the only, and apparently he plays left back, and everyone keeps telling me about him.
He don't play left back still. He plays in centre midfield.
I've just heard this brother's raw. That's all I've heard from everyone. I've like obviously you know about the people that do play, but I've just heard about this Peanut brother. I heard he's raw.
Do you know the worst thing is? I forgot about him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Peanut just said it.
Peanut has been injured.
Cads might not get a game.
No. Cads just say. He's the wonder kid. You can't get near Cads, but Peanut, like, honestly, he's probably the best player I've ever played with. Like, so much talent. Like, he should be so further than he is. But you know, like, mentality and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you win, what does that do? Like, does that make you a better team than Lambeth? Does that mean for now we have the bragging rights?
No, I don't think it makes us a better team, but it just like, bro, you just won, innit? It don't mean anything.
So if you beat them,
it don't mean anything to us two. It means everything else to the rest.
No,
I know that for a fact that
I don't think a game defines that a team is better.
Because at the end of the
another
season,
team.
if we beat them but they clean trophies, you're gonna go off what they've won, not off us beating them. Because imagine we beat them, get knocked out the next round.
then it means
What
nothing.
does that mean? It don't mean anything.
Oh, it's just a question. I just threw it out there.
I think obviously just judge us at the end of the season what you've won. Obviously for them.
Cool. Right. So we're gonna go back. So you're saying Hanif at left back.
Yeah, 100%.
Banya. What's Banya's background?
He was at Fulham growing up for, I think, most of his time.
What was that look for, bro?
Oh, there's no look.
Okay. We've got
But
the camera, you know. We've got
Yeah,
VAR there.
there's no
He's
look,
not
bro.
like Banya's actually not a left back. He's a winger, isn't it? But
Okay.
obviously the team's very strong. He could play anywhere, to be honest with you. But we play him at left back and just a little cheat code.
Little cheat code. Hanif's background. I know he was at Fulham. He done the BTEC course, but he's a very aggressive, no nonsense.
Yeah,
I think. But do you know what? I've always known Hanif to be like very. If you looked at him, you wouldn't think that would be the way he played because he's not very big, but he hits tackles.
I think like obviously growing up with him.
But he's technical as well. He's got tech. I think I always say to him, he loves a tackle, and he goes, "Lucky man." He's like, "You never been up for being technical, but technically he's good."
I think it's where like we grew up and there was a stage where he weren't really on the tackle, and then there was just like a day it clicked, and he just managed to mix them both. And for me, like the only reason I love Hanif is because he complements my game so well, like with like coming inside, playing reverse passes, and like obviously for like a fullback to be comfortable on the ball, and then if you have Jay on the left, like them two simultaneously just know what each other are going to do without even having to talk with each other. So
okay, cool. So we'll move on centre backs.
Yeah,
Who your centre?
Albie. What do we know about Albie?
Post Malone,
Yeah, and Nugsy.
aka Noseworthy.
Yeah, big player.
Against your two centre backs, Leacock's a big player for you.
yeah, massive.
I really do believe he's a massive player for you.
Massive.
I think I've watched you guys with Leacock and without Leacock.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's not the same whatsoever because I think, for me, do you know in this game, you guys need a Leacock because I don't know where your voice or your drive will come from if he's not on that pitch.
I feel like with our everybody knows like technically what.
Yeah,
you
it's
can do.
silly.
Everyone knows technically what you do, but I feel like, and what I've come to like realize from him, you don't understand how clever he is. Like, and the thing is, like with Aaron, he ain't the quickest. He knows that he ain't really the strongest, but he never gets beat in the foot race.
No, do you know what? He minimises his running because he's
100%.
intelligent.
Yeah, he's so smart.
I think what he will have to be on the 26th of Jan. The hardest thing with them, they play with a front three. So you got, if one of them can play, DB, that's it. Winger and Aaron Watson. Now, when I watch them, it's hard because they can go anywhere you want. One can drop in, one can go long, and they do it very well. Yeah. So Winger will get it to feet, and Watson will go long. Danny Bass can play between the lines. Yeah. You're going to have to play your strongest back four.
Yeah, 100%.
Strongest back four. And I don't know whether that's Mitch plays. I don't know whether it's Athan and Hanif with Leacock on one other. Yeah, I don't know. But all I know, come January the 26th, I speak vice versa. If your star man plays up top, he causes massive problems.
Who's that? Frenchie?
Everything sticks. It's like,
do you know what it is? I feel like
he's like a notice board.
Yeah, I heard about him. Still, I heard about him. That is a problem, but
do you know what it is? Like, for me, playing directly so close to Frenchie, like you realize how good he is.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna ask you on this question.
When you're that
I'm gonna
close
ask you on this question.
Yeah.
Is he better than the number 9s out there? Do you think he gets the props he deserves?
Not from a lot of people. I think it's hard for Frenchie, and I feel like it's so hard for Frenchie because Zach plays in our league. And I feel like, you know, when you talk about strikers in Sunday League, and we're just talking about Sunday now, the first person you say is Zach, and rightly so.
Is that the first person you say?
Right. Obviously Winger, isn't it?
rightly so. For me, like obviously, for me, Zach's the best Sunday League footballer out there now. But like his numbers don't lie.
Do you think that's the difference? Because I know, right. And one thing I'll say, you're talking from a football perspective.
Yeah. He's talking from love.
He will never say no one else but a Lambeth player.
Yeah,
but I think when he says it, he means it. He says it with his chest.
Bruv, I'm picking Windsor because like cool. Zach, honestly, Zach is mad talented. Like he should be way further in his career than he is. Obviously injuries, whatever. Zach's my good friend as well. But with Windsor, the reason why I would pick Windsor because of the leadership he has and the mentality he brings to the team. That's what we need, innit? Like, so with Zach, if Zach was on our team, he wouldn't be bringing that leadership to us every Sunday, telling us to do that. If Zach looked at me in my eyes and said, right, Jazz, fucking fix up, I might tell him to shut up. Do you know what I'm saying?
But I feel like with Zach, yeah, guaranteed goals, man. And goals win you games. And like when I go back to Frenchie, I just roll like, because I play so close to him. But,
do you know what I'm going to say
mad.
is, what one thing
It's
is,
mad,
it will be very interesting because the volumes of goals they score from everywhere.
Yeah.
I think you need your number 9 playing.
Yeah.
My personal opinion, I think he has to play.
Yeah.
But by the sounds of things, you lot got a trick up your sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think am I gonna get a name out of you?
No, you're not gonna get a name out of me.
No. So you're saying we're gonna have with your friends, you're gonna have to turn up the 26th.
You're gonna have to turn up, no names.
26th.
And to be fair, like when I saw this player in the change room, coming from where he came from, I was surprised. And he started. And obviously, that's for me, like playing with Frenchie. And, bro.
He was happy as well.
Yeah, I was happy. I was happy.
Helpline.
Yeah, I was. I was happy. I was happy, and I was looking at it like, raw. Like, obviously, they're different players, but for me, the margin weren't that mad. Like, it was like, raw. Like, man can still do the juking thing, but man can hold it up and turn and swivel. And I was like, raw.
All right, cool. So now, know what I'm gonna do now? We're gonna start getting personal with this now, right? So you sat there and you said that you think Anis is gonna give Jimbo a tour time. Yeah. So you telling me that that's on come January the 26th?
Yeah.
That's what you lot are gonna do, target Jimbo?
No, we don't just because after a while they can just double up. Like, obviously you play smart in it. I feel like we just target wherever. Like,
yeah, but no, let's get to the nitty gritty. Yeah. You said that Anis would give Jimbo a tour time.
I think Anis ruins Jimbo, and not because Jimbo's not good, but because Anis.
Does Jimbo get in the Portland side at fullback?
Over Avon and Heath. No.
Does he get in it? No.
Not over Avon and Heath.
Boy, listen. This is my warm-up season, yeah? Already, man know what I can do. See, next season, I swear to you, I'm going to be the best right back in the whole of Sunday League.
But it's
a goal.
You know what?
It's actually a goal.
You know what I say? You know what I say for Lambeth? For me, for Lambeth need to be in our league. Before I start talking, Lambeth need to be in our league. And if they can come into our league first season, clean it, I'll say done no.
Do you think they can?
No. And I said it to you outside. I think you lose to the lesser teams.
Who's the lesser teams?
Vista.
No chance. Vista, no.
No. On a serious, you lose.
You played against Vista this year
right?
already,
Listen, clotted down every winger. Ants in my pocket. He's still in there now.
They lose. for me, they lose to Lullingstone. Bickley give you a good game because it's different. It's just a different, like, you're used to teams playing, like, trying to play football against you. Like, you know, when you play a good team, you're used to, like, having a technical game. These teams are just on break. Like, that's their Saturday.
Listen,
and when you play against teams where that's their Saturday, bro, they don't care if you just played 90 minutes yesterday and you're trying to protect yourself. They're going to clean you. And it's hard waking up on a Sunday morning playing against a Lullingstone or a Bickley where you know man are going to be on you for 90 minutes. It's harder than SE Dons. Because you know you got times like in SE Dons games or Kennywell games where man just can't be asked to chase you. And they just hope someone else is going to do the job for them. These man, they're all running. They're all running for 90 minutes. And you can see it with SE Dons, bro. Like, the game against Bickley got abandoned. The game was 3-2? 3-3?
Down at Lambeth, we don't pass responsibility, man. Everyone steps up and everyone has to do what they have to do on the pitch. Like, and again, all this playing on Jimbo, that's what SE Don's game plan was. Because see, when I got the ball, the way they was shutting me down, Nugsy whispered in my ear, he said, listen, they're onto you. I said, what? They're onto me, yeah? I just started joking. The next minute they say, raw, this guy can play. This guy can play. Then I said, right, they fall back. They know, give me time now.
Do you know what, Jimbo? Can I ask you a personal question? You know when you started this year, Did you think you'll get a lot of that? So when you look at your teammates, knowing where your teammates and your brothers have played, did you know subconsciously you'll get that players might come and think, oh, that's Nosworthy, that's Albie, that's Banya. What we're gonna do? Who's that? We're gonna play against a right back. Did you think you'll get a lot of that?
Honestly, like when I play football now, like I give it 100 every time. That's why I get injured so much, because I'm thinking, listen, I don't care if it's a friendly, I don't care if it's not even, it's a league game. I'm putting 100 in because I need to make people know, raw, this kid can play football. Like, you get me? So I just feel like in my heart, when I was younger, I was known for the best footballer in my end. And then obviously I went on the roads, got sidetracked, whatever, started doing my thing elsewhere. And now it's like, I got my chance again. It's like, God said, here, do your thing again. I said, yeah, cool, I'm ready. I'm dead there. Like, trust me. I go bed early. I'm waking up. I'm ready.
Wait, when you hear him say that and you look at him, do you believe him?
I do believe him. But for me, you can believe it, but even if you do believe it and man's coming with that attitude, if someone is going to turn up and rip you, someone's going to turn up and rip you. Whether you're playing, whether you're on this, no one's getting past me. Bro, if the winger's on it, the winger's on it. And it doesn't matter. And like I said, like, you know Jimbo's going to play with passion. And you know if like man get past him a couple times, it's gonna be raw. And you know it's hard to play against a winger that mixes it up. So you know Anis is gonna come like on a 1v1, but then you know he's gonna play a little bounce. But it's just about when he's gonna do it. And like, bro, like it's good. I think it's gonna be a hard game for him.
Bruv,
I think it's gonna be a hard game for him.
That Anis kid, I'm on him. I'm tight.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a hard game for him.
Tonight, research him.
I don't need to research.
I think it's gonna be a hard game for him. So
I research me. You get me? All I need to do is think about my game. See him, pocket, and afterwards I say, "Done, no, Aki." Let's move forward. Literally.
Jimbo, you see when you look at him and he talks about it, do you really think when he says he believes Portland will beat Lambeth, do you believe him?
I can't believe that he has that much belief system in that team. Like when he says all these things, I'm thinking, bro.
So that's what I said. Do you believe he means it?
No.
So you don't think he means what he says?
I've stepped into this world, yeah. And the first game, I didn't even know who Portland was. I don't know who. The only teams I knew was Dons, obviously, because of Strapsy. Man knows Strapsy otherwise, and Zach and whatever. But when a friendly man saying, I'm playing Portland, they're in the Dons league, I'm thinking, right, who are these guys? Like, even Cads was like, right, like, Cads don't rate none of them as well. Like, bro, I can't wait, fam. I want to play. I hope.
So you generally think he doesn't really believe they'll win.
No,
I think this is a facade for the camera.
I do believe what he's saying, but I think because he's so talented, he's obviously got that belief system in himself, innit? But the team's gonna let him down. He's gonna be upset, man.
I feel like with me, this season, obviously, from last season to now, like I'll say, me personally, I can only speak for myself. I feel like my name has like come with a little like man's turned up to games like, bro, like if you don't play good, like Portland aren't gonna win. And like people will say that to me like on the other team and that. But I feel like it's not just me in it. Like there's other talented man, and man can't just do the thing like when you deep. Man scored 1 goal this year for Portland, and we've still been winning games. So
who was it against? Kennymoore?
No, who did I score against?
No.
Man scored in a rep game even. 1 goal. So I ain't even scored for Portland this year.
Talk me through that goal.
You lot seen the clip, man. You lot seen the clip. The streets are spoken.
No. Honestly, like down at Lambeth, like we're not biased in it. Like obviously we're honest in it. Like Rai is he's top class in it. Like
he's better than Mike.
I give it to him. No.
He's better than Hamilton.
No.
Is he better than Wiggs?
No. Honestly, I don't think he get in our free midfield. Like even with Ham out, Cad's in. We forgot about Anwar. We didn't even mention Anwar. Like
where does he normally play? And is he play essentially in the middle?
Yeah, he plays at 10.
Because he played on the left, innit, against Kazalima.
Yeah, so like he was that's like my little brother. Obviously, he was at Palace basically all his life, and then he's got released.
Would you say if the ODBSFL put their best team together, they'd beat Lambeth? If you could mix the whole of the ODBSFL.
I think maybe 1 or 2 players would get involved, but majority would be Lambeth.
Oh, so you say if we put a team
a
rep team of our
we'd say
league,
beat Lambeth.
Yeah, beat Lambeth.
Oh, cool. No one can beat Lambeth. I don't care. You can
St.
go.
Joseph's.
Who? Yeah, obviously we lost 3-0. But you lost to Kenilworth.
Yeah, that's cool.
How can you lose to Kenilworth,
That's
bro?
cool, bro.
That's mad.
No, but the way you just said Kennymoor like that, like you just wrote them off.
Yeah,
You just wrote them
Kenilworth,
off.
bro. They got slapped by Dons. What 2-0?
But you was there, innit, bro?
Yeah, bro.
No, man, Kennymoor aren't poor, man.
Huh?
They're not bad, man.
If you rate Kenilworth, then boy, I don't know.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on.
You going Kenilworth?
Bro, this is not about Kennymoor. It's about
You,
Portland.
you just said.
Yeah,
you
because
just-
he's backing them like
Yeah.
he's good, like he's going there, innit?
It's Portland Lambeth still.
Leacock, you good? Whoa!
Hey.
So listen, bro, I'm looking at the timer now, right? And we got about 10 minutes left. And I want to know the nitty gritty because I'm sitting here now. And if you want, I can give you my score prediction.
Yeah, go on. And I know you're going to say Lambeth win.
I was going to say a 0-0 draw.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
I know you said.
Absolutely.
No, this-
For me, right? So, as I said, I don't know what you got up your sleeve.
Yeah.
I don't know who's going to come in and what. I personally think Lambeth will win 3-1.
Yeah.
I do think you got enough players to score. I think Lambeth may have a bit too much. That's my opinion. That's what I think. But you seem confident. But I'm disappointed to think that you ain't playing. Or are you lying to me?
No, I'm not playing.
No, he's playing.
The FA
Sunday,
Cup game.
Cup, but you'll be playing
I'm
against
playing
them.
against
There's
them,
no
yeah.
way they could leave this guy at the squad. They
No,
would.
I'm playing the FA.
Do you think you'll score?
Suicide.
Do you think you can get goals against them?
Me personally,
Yeah.
if I find a pocket in between the lines,
Yeah.
and I've said it on the camera. If I find a pocket in between the lines,
Yeah.
and I can size up a defender,
Yeah.
I'll tell them I'll ball roll him.
They got big defenders, though.
Yeah, it's fine.
I love that. Confidence. Confidence.
That's your only trick in it, the
Huh?
ball roll.
No, I got a new one now.
Oh, is it?
But the thing is, you can know it, but you can't stop it
Ooh, I
because
like
everyone knows it now, but still, no one can stop
No one
it.
stops it. Could you stop it?
clamp him.
Huh?
Clamp him. No Saturday ball. Stressed. Ice.
No,
ice
to be
bucket
fair,
and
like
that.
you just like for me, it's about knowing who you're playing against. And for me, I'm not stupid. Like I've watched Lambeth clips, so like I know. For me
Do
personally,
you
I
think
know
that's their downfall? Do you think where they're on this YouTube platform now? You guys could try and orchestrate, and I'm not saying it is that deep, but I know through watching games, especially when people play the Dons, when people play Lambeth now, even to a certain extent, Kenilworth, they can look at clips and go, you know what, we need to stop him. Because I think watching the game Sunday, Kazilimak done that with Mikes, they've done that with Hamilton 1,000,000%.
Yeah, 100.
And to an extent, they succeeded by doing what they done. So they succeeded in getting Ham sent off. They didn't succeed in, then it opens up pockets for Mikes to do what he done.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I feel like I don't think that's a downfall. For me, like, it's brave, innit? Like to put yourself out there every week, win, lose or draw, and man see how you play every week. And you're not gonna change your game for a camera, are you? So like, man's gonna play the way you play in it. I don't think it's a bad thing, but you like for me, I personally, if I'm like lining up Albie, like I kind of know what he's gonna do. Whether he does it or not, like you just adjust to the situation. But in my head, if
What
I'm
does
in,
he do?
huh?
What does Albie do well?
What he does well,
What does Albie do well?
he's very composed. But sometimes he's too composed.
Okay.
Very
Yeah,
composed.
I-
A very good footballer though. Very, very good
I
footballer.
would say us putting our clips out there is scaring teams because they're looking at us like, raw. This
But
team
I'm not
can
scared
joke."
though.
You're not scared.
I heard that certain teams don't want to play you. I spoke to.
Bare teams don't want to play, man. Come on, man. Do your research, man. You lost one game this season, yeah, blah blah blah. But
Was that the most important game? Like see that game there.
For me, it was because I thought we'd link up in the final.
you better get there, boy.
Yeah, I thought.
Do you think you'll get there?
Yeah.
I hope you get there. I
Honestly, I do.
sincerely hope that. I'll set your first rule
same.
you guys to get there.
Same, I do.
Do you think they win that cup?
To be honest, I don't even know, bro. The first time I ever heard national, I was thinking, what the blood clot is this? We're traveling to Luton. I'm thinking, raw. Man's all out the ends.
What went wrong that day?
Cads wasn't playing.
I don't think it's that, man. I think from the nitty gritty, I think they went there expecting to win the game.
I'll tell you what
And
went wrong.
do you know what it is? I do the same thing. When you play certain teams, you turn up just expecting to win. You can play shit, but you're gonna win. And I think that like for you lot to get cleaned 3-0, it's like raw. Like you.
I
had
think
a
for
bad
us,
day, man.
when I looked at that game, it surprised me that you lost. It surprised me more that you didn't score.
Yeah.
That's what.
I'll
Surprised
tell you what,
me.
I wasn't playing. But we changed our keeper. So we brought our second keeper in for the first time ever. We went 1-0 down in like a minute or something like that.
What's his name?
Well, our keeper that we brought in.
Yeah.
Can't tell you.
His name Joe.
No, Cons.
One of them follows me on Twitter still.
That's our reserve keeper. So big
Oh.
up Joe. But yeah, keeper made a mistake. 1-0 down. To be honest with you, that's the first time we played a team with that sort of tactics where it's like go long, flick-ons, and they didn't even pass the ball three passes and they beat us. So I was just shocked, to be fair. But a lot of our players wasn't playing. Like even Mike Hill come on like 20 minutes. He just come back from injury. Peanut wasn't playing. So it's not excuses, innit? We lost, but our best team wasn't out there, innit?
So he just gave you the recipe on how to beat them.
No, it's not a recipe because you know they're not that naive. But
To do what?
to give us a recipe,
You think?
yeah, they're not that naive.
The recipe to beat us is black magic.
The recipe to beat you is score more goals than you.
Yeah, 100. But
And you think you can outscore them?
Yeah, but I think we can outscore them. And do you know what it is? Like I say that really confidently because I actually do believe in my team.
Do you know what
Honestly,
I've said?
Honestly,
I can see
believe
that as well. And
I
know a lot
believe
of
in
your
my
boys.
team still.
And I know you have some
And
very,
I feel
very
like
good players.
I feel like from last season, if this was last season, they probably beat us. But I feel like this season, where we've had that year to warm into this league and had that year to like get used to playing like the bigger games, like we know what it is now, innit? So like last season in the FA Cup, we got clean in like the second round.
Is
Like,
JJ playing?
yeah,
But yeah, but you know, like Lambeth.
That's what I'm saying.
Even
That's what I'm
though we
saying.
go into the game as like
favourites.
Are you
Favourites,
heavy
but-
favourites, like
but-
heavy, like.
I don't know.
Is it like when?
No.
The people call it, innit? They say we're favourites, but we don't go into the game expecting to win. Like when we play our game, like we are coming to win. We're not expected to win. You get what I'm saying?
Like I said, for me, they just play with a purpose in it. So, and you know what their purpose is. And I don't think their purpose is just to be the best football team.
What do you think their purpose is?
I think their purpose is to show man like you can actually like change your life from what it has been to where he's like Jimbo. So he's
But
got
do you know
given
what?
a
I
second
think when
chance.
you look at both sides, I think football's done that for a lot of players in both your teams.
Yeah, man.
I think football is the outlet where
Yeah,
people
yeah,
generally forget what's going on for that hour and a half.
100.
But I do think come January the 26th, we'll see a war.
I think it will be a very good game. And if you're not
Yeah.
doing anything, you should come watch it.
I feel like this alone is gonna just fire. I'm fired up now.
Yeah, I'm
bro.
ready. Like, yeah, I wish it was
I'm
tomorrow.
like-
I wish it was
Nah,
tomorrow.
yeah,
Like, I
like,
don't know
man's
about
fired up now. So I think this is just gonna add some fuel to the fire. But yeah, man, we're coming strong. Trust me. I didn't even love football until the other day.
To the other day.
no, but it's real though. Like there's been games that man plays on Saturday. Like even tomorrow. Like let's be honest. Like I was playing because I have to play. Like and man can say that. My manager can see that. Like man's playing because I have to play. Like not saying I don't want to play because if I didn't want to play, I just wouldn't turn up. But you see these games, you look forward to these games, and I don't know it's because you're playing with your boys. I don't know if it's because you know how good they are and you want to like prove something. But man just enjoys these big games on Sunday more than I do on Saturday, and it's mad.
Yeah, man.
It's mad.
I love it, bruv. You see me? I'm all for this shit talking, banter, and doing the job. This is why I'm
Yeah,
so
that's it.
confident.
That's it. You gotta make sure you do the job on the day.
You
Of the
telling
game.
me or you telling him?
I'm telling everyone, bro. You gotta make sure you do the job. And I honestly feel like we're gonna do the job.
Man's coming to do the Kenilworth.
Coming to do the what's that?
You know, a win.
It's a win.
Yeah. Not what was Kenilworth? 1-0.
What to us?
Yeah.
2-1.
2-1. Yeah, not 2-1. More than that. So not really coming to do the Kenilworth still. Take that back. Coming to do the Dons.
Coming to do the Dons. Nah, man. I don't think they clean us with our scoring.
Talk to
way.
him.
They don't clean us with our scoring. We score 100%. We score.
To be fair, bare of our games, the opposition have scored, and then we're like, whoa, like we've woken up, like it was 3-1.
But I feel like that Kennymoor game was a blessing in disguise for us, because man realized like you can't play that good and not win, because no one gives a flying fuck about how you played. Like everyone,
look at-
the
listen,
only
it's a
thing people
result.
the only thing people give you credit is, oh, you lot can actually play, but man don't go, oh,
Did that hurt that Kennemore game? Because you know afterwards, right?
yeah, I was,
A lot of people,
yeah, I cut straight away.
Listen,
I cut
bro,
straight
and a
away.
lot of people were like, yeah. Did you feel? Do you know what? I felt like you're being belittled a little bit. Not you personally, but Portland. They done well. Like they should have won. But as Frenchie said, but you didn't win.
Yeah, I feel like like it was like raw. Man was sitting in the change room. I was sitting there like, yo, like man actually just lost that game for no reason, but ourselves, just because we couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. And I feel like obviously Kennymoor came into that game mad favourites. I think everyone wrote us off. You wrote us off. You was like, oh yeah, Kennymoor 3-1.
I was close.
I was thinking, right, this man can't lie. But you know what it is? Like, I'm thinking, right, like, can't just write us off like that. Like man's playing, like, what the hell?
Right don't lie.
I was thinking, right, like, I'm thinking, right, man's
Bro,
playing.
do you know what? Right, one thing I know is I know a lot of people, yeah, and I've got a lot of people. I love Lee Cop. I love Sam. Athan, he's played for me. I know Hanif. I know Jay. I've known Mitch. Mitch has known me from when I was young. But sometimes I look at it from a neutral, football point of view. It's going to be tough, but sometimes the occasion, big game, big players. I say it all the time. Big games require big players, and I do think Portland are one of them teams. When called upon, they can upset people.
You have to just turn up, man.
They can upset people.
Turn up.
The question I would ask is, and as I said, I'm only going by what I've seen. If Frenchie does play, is there going to be a number 9 that could take his place? You're telling me yes. I don't know who that number 9 is. Yeah. That would only be my question. If you don't play, who's going to take your place? Yeah. If Lee Cott don't play at centre back, who's going to take his place? Yeah. That would be my only question. Yeah. But as you said, you got stuff up your sleeve. Yeah. When I've watched Lambeth, if Windsor don't play, Bassett could play or Watson could play.
I feel like that's the only difference with us this year to last year.
Yeah, of course.
I think like last year we was very vocal of everything we did signing wise. This year, like, man just comes in the group chat like, "Bro, this is this man."
And do you think that's lessons you learnt from last year?
Yeah. I feel like obviously, I think with the Kenmore, like the amount of chatting you do, but you have to be able to back it up. And obviously, the only difference with the last game to this one, I'm doing the talking. Yeah. So if it like I can affect what I'm doing.
And you're saying it with your chest.
Yeah. Dan couldn't affect what he was doing because he didn't play. So he relied on us.
Of course. So you have to back your chat.
Yeah, I have to back my talk.
Listen,
so if I say I'm gonna do something, I have to do it. And if I don't, man's gonna make a short video of me. But I know for a fact, if I turn up, we win.
Yeah, I hear that. We win.
I know for a fact.
You hear it, but you don't believe it.
No, I hear it. If I turn up, we win.
Listen, I'm saying this right now. Cads.
No. If I turn up,
make sure this guy don't have a good game.
Cads is here. I'm telling you,
if I turn up, we win.
I'm telling you now, if I turn up, we win.
Listen.
Did you hear what Cads said? You can find the pockets, but you'll be inside his.
Yes, that's fine. That's what he said earlier. I'm ready.
But you see man's team, man's got players on players like Woz, Anwar, Peanut, Mikes. Our team is ridiculous. Like, man can just switch it up. You get me, put on Kurt for a bit, put on George. Let me put on George, bro. Don't let me put on George. Don't let me put on George.
I know there's players I know you have signed who I will say are on par with what you have.
Yeah.
I do believe that. But what I want to do now, as I said, I feel like I should come out the picture and just let you lot chat for the last 2 minutes. But what do you feel about that?
I'm happy with that.
Cool. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let you two just finish it off and wrap it up. Yeah.
I just want to know, how are you gonna be able to stop Azza?
For Watson out wide?
Yeah.
Oh, you just get tight. Obviously, he's a good player. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but for me personally, anyone can be stopped. Like, if man couldn't be stopped, man wouldn't be playing this game.
That's what I'm talking. That's what I said about your.
Yeah, like if man couldn't be stopped, man would be playing out.
Stopped.
Yeah, man will be playing pro ball.
Yeah,
like, obviously there might be a reason why injuries or whatnot, but he's at this level for a reason. And if man's on the same pitch as me, man can't be worried about man. Like for me, my biggest concern is making you man worried of me, not me being worried of you.
But you're just one man.
But I'm just talking about for me personally.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. I just set Cads on you, so
yeah. But that's the thing. But that's the thing.
Completed.
That's the thing. You've changed Cads' game from Cads playing his game to Cads stopping me.
Yeah, no.
So right now, mentally, I'm 1-0 up because I know you want Cads to stop me instead of Cads playing his game. So if Cads plays his game, doesn't it stop me?
Cool. Let me tell you something.
Surely.
You see Cads,
Yeah, but surely.
You don't take the game serious, you know.
No, but I'm not saying it.
He don't take the game serious. He laughs, bro.
I know.
You get what I'm saying? So he's gonna have fun, and when he has fun, he's gonna ruin your game.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you said you're gonna set Cads on me.
Yeah.
But you're taking away from what Cads actually does.
Doesn't matter. He's still gonna do what because we're gonna have the ball anyway.
Yeah.
So he's gonna do what he has to do. But I'm saying, right, make sure this guy don't have a good game.
Yeah.
Completed, mission done, quick, man. One little word in his ear.
No, I'm confident, man. I'm confident. And the thing is, I respect your team. Like on a football thing, but on what you lot are doing, innit? But personally,
I just hope that you come and bring this talk alive.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because without you, Portland are done out here.
I'm ready.
Yeah, done, bro. It's love anyway, man. Come on, good luck, man.
100%.
Lambeth Allstars versus Portland. That's this Sunday, the 26th of January, 11 o'clock kickoff AM. Wickham Park Sports Club. Be there. It's going to be epic.